Okay, starting in the wind-up position, I get questions on how to use your hands, where they should be. Should they be low? Should they be medium? Should they be high? Should they go over your head? We're going to talk about that in the next video of why guys go over the head, why guys keep it stationary, and why guys keep it in a moving pattern. So let's head over to the bullpen area and talk about what to do with your hands in a starting wind-up position. All right, big question we always get, what should I do with my hands? You know, I get this from even big leaguers. What should I do with my hands? And usually my answer is, let's just relax and see what our hands want to do, right? So one little thing that I do that I want to start with is just the relaxing of the glove in the arm. So got this a long time ago from one of my coaches, Darryl Knowles, all right? Actually holds a record, I think, for pitching in all 7 World Series games. Look that up, with the Oakland A's years ago. He was, we were talking in the bullpen. I was really stiff and I just didn't feel great. I just didn't know kind of where my hands were going. So he said, just let them drop, like as if you're watching a 1920s old black and white baseball game, and just let them flow and let them relax and step with it and just kind of flow and let your hands and your glove go where you want them to go. And I did that and I felt so amazing. I felt great. It felt loose and relaxed. My upper body was, there's just no stress. So once we did that, now typically obviously you're not going to do that in the game. Although, pitcher next to me named Paul Bird, with the Braves, Phillies, I think he might be doing announcer now. He actually did it exactly with us. Darryl Knowles was doing it, he was doing it, and he liked it so much that he kept it. And if you could remember with him, you'll see him in his games that he did that. I think he made the All-Star game, and he's like one of these old school throwback guys that would throw like that. But what it felt for me was just relaxation, and I could kind of see where my hands like to go. So once I did that, he told me, don't break your hands now, just keep your hands though flowing and relaxed. So I went from this to this, and that's how I developed where my hands went and how they broke. Now, one disadvantage sometimes of this though, guys, you have to watch this because we can create almost too much momentum on the break, and we know that is bad for pitchers because if you can't control that momentum, your hand now becomes ball dominant and it starts to race up, it starts to get long, it starts to get loopy, and it catches up, but it catches up late. So really be careful on, make sure you're doing what we've talked about, which is control the pocket and be on time with the arm path. Now, over the head or keeping it still. Again, I ask athletes all the time, what feels better to you? It doesn't have to be one or the other. In fact, in my career, it changed over time. So I'm gonna go, instead of the kind of flow one, I'm gonna go up and over. So I like the movement of my hands, that's what I liked, but I didn't like it going down for some reason here, and I've seen that with guys. So I went up and above. So you've seen guys that go up and around, finding that timing again, of just finding that rhythm and that flow to keep my hands and my upper body relaxed and flowing. Timing is key here. Now again, this one I think is easier to control the pocket. Okay, so you see like Nolan Ryan did this. I think this going up is better than going down, up, and then swinging, okay? So in my opinion, start with above, tap your head, tap your hat. I've seen guys that actually will tap the back of their cap, come back around, start that pocket and get that flow going down. The other option, don't move it at all, okay? Just keep it in one single spot. That's one of these guys. We see this very common now, hiding the eyeballs. This looks intimidating too, so it's kind of a good way to get ready to go. Now they'll put their hands, now the only key here, make sure your hands are turning your glove to make sure you're hiding the ball. So a little trick there, making sure you're hiding the ball, because if I didn't do that and I kept it in this position, I might give a really good look at the wrist, from a hitter's standpoint right here, okay? At the point of the guy behind me, I'm not really worried about that. So again, I'm here, I cover it, and now I'm into the pocket, controlling my arm path, ready to blow that 100-mile-an-hour fastball right by you. So those are the different types of glove positions. There's the flow, right? There's the kind of flow without breaking. There's the above the head, and then there's the no movement guy. Try any of those, see which one fits you the best. I guarantee one of them is going to feel good, and it's okay if it changes over time.